Hi, welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. My name is Lonnie. Today we are working on hashtag ATC Make It, Share It. And today I want to work with a resist technique that I saw, and I did not pay attention to who was working with it, but I wanted to try it because up till now the only resist technique I was able to use was a wax crayon, and it stays on the material that you're working with. And today we are trying some rubber cement glue, and the thing is it has to dry, so it'll take a little bit longer than a normal video, but you might not notice because I will try to fast forward through. But anyways, if you're working with rubber cement, maybe a well-ventilated area would be in order. I'm a little stuffed up today and I can still smell it, so yeah, this stuff is kind of pricey, but I figured this one little bottle will last me a long time because I don't really use it that much. I don't recall using it as an adult anyways. So this is Elmer's. I got it on Amazon. Alright, so the reason I didn't want to use crayon was because I wanted to make actual shapes. And here I have some packing peanuts, and I think I want to save that dot right there. So I'm just going to start applying this to this is going to be like a polka dot one there. Could have used a Q-tip to make smaller polka dots. But I wanted to try these packing peanuts. And I'm also going to try putting some right on the edge. Try and make them a bit round. Okay, so that's one. Then I have this other shape here. It's actually the top of a roll-on. And it's a nice oval shape, so I thought, why not? And I was thinking I would like to make that shape. I'm going to need more. It's kind of messy, so you have to make allowances for that. Okay, and I want quite a bit on here so that I maybe get a solid line. I don't know how many of these I'll do, but okay, that's good for that one, I think. Then I have some things here. This lid has ridges. I don't know if this will pick that up. Probably not. Yeah, so how are you guys doing today? We are having some really nice weather. Gotta say, it's been wonderful. So once this dries, I'll be able to put on some other medium. I could do watercolor, but I was thinking I might want to try acrylics again. I seem to be in the mood for acrylics these days. And in fact, I might need some more because I was looking at my stash and I'm like, where's all my colors? So I've been using them and haven't really kept up. Okay, so that's that one. I'm just gonna wipe this. And then there's this. It was from a tape dispenser. I'll wipe that one too so I can reuse it later for something if I want. Again, need more. I think that bottle got damaged because when I took the seal off, it had some glue underneath the closure. All right, let's see. How about this one here? I'm just trying to generously coat. And I think the reason this will work nicely, if it works at all, is because it will not appear too uniform. It'll be kind of sporadic as to where the glue was, because I can tell that it's not going on evenly at all. It's very haphazard. But I did kind of want to get the semblance of a shape here. Okay, so that's that one. What else do I want to try? I don't have a lot of things. Maybe that will work. And just kind of move these around a bit. So this will be like a smaller bubble. I'm out already again. Yeah, I hadn't actually thought of rubber cement in adult crafting. I don't know, it just never even crossed my mind till I saw this person doing it. And my first question was, hey, does that actually work? Because if it's glue, shouldn't it stay where you put it and not rub off? So, experiment today. If it doesn't work, you will not see this video. Okay, I'm gonna toss that because it won't clean up very well. And then what else? I got one left. I have this hand here, I wonder. It was a clip. Let's see if it even works. Oh, I just moved it. It probably won't look like a hand, but with the different depth of the glue, it might turn into something. Try one over here. That one might work a bit better, or it might look like flowers in the end. Who knows? Part of the experiment. I do want to keep that for another something though. All right, so here we have a few, and some of them look like they might be dry already, but I'm going to cheat, and I am going to also bring this one in that I did earlier. Still a little sticky, but I will try to fast forward the drying with a heat tool, and then I will be back. Okay, so I have tried to dry them. I'm not sure if I succeeded, but I will give it another drying time after I put the acrylics on. So I've got my sponge, and what I want to do is just, I'm exploring today, so I usually don't end up being too adventurous when I'm exploring, because I don't know if it's gonna work. So I'll just, I don't want to cover all of it, but I want to have a nice coat. I was thinking that yellow would be nice. It's a nice delicate yellow. It is Napoli yellow. Okay, so that's one. I want to do, I think, blue on that one. And it just dawned on me that I wanted to cover that spot there, but I didn't, so maybe I'll just try to go around it. So just dabbing some paint on. Not trying to cover the whole thing, but I do want to have some contrast on there, otherwise what would be the point? Okay, so that's one. I only have the one blue here, so I'll just keep going. And then after we do the paint, we can still decorate it with fussy cuts and labels and whatnot. Okay, I think for that one, I'm going to try a bronze. Excuse my messy fingers. I'll try a little bit of the blue here too, and then just kind of add the bronze. Two-tone. maybe additional over here. Oh yeah, that looks way better with the different, it gives it immediate depth. While I have the bronze, I may as well use it, because I put too much on that one. Okay. I think this one has too much still. Almost looks like a brown. And there we have it, all mixing. I think that was a gray blue. I can always add another color. And the yellow's coming back too. I guess they're all complementary, so that's working out. Okay. Try to take off a little more. I might have to add another color on that one because it's really bronze. Okay, I will try this brown. Although it looks exactly like the bronze. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. I'm gonna try this red. Okay. It does add something. Okay. Pretty much done, I think. Okay, I'm just going to clean my hands. Okay, so now I'm going to take the heat tool and dry the acrylics, and then we'll come back for hopefully what will be the reveal. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ones that have the least glue and the least paint. And I'm going to start, what's this one, I think? This one has the little circles on them. I can still see it. So that should help me where to start trying to get the glue off. Wow. It's actually working. I doubted it. Okay. It actually works. And I can feel where the glue is. I think I got it all. Okay, so that's that one. Not bad. Like I said, it was an experiment, so we'll go to this one next. This almost feels like when you take a coin and you scratch a lottery ticket. It almost feels like that. This one was that lid that had the ridges. Alright, so funny story. When my son and I have been doing papers for the last month, we notice a duck. We've been looking for little bunny rabbits, but we find those, and then we found a duck. And the first time I saw him, I thought he was a bunny, except it was sitting in the snow, and when I drove right past him, I realized it was a duck. And it's a mallard. Okay, fine. And then the next time we drove by there, he was with another duck, a brand or a kind that I'm not familiar with because it was just kind of beige, probably more common. Mallards are kind of easily, for me anyways, easily distinguishable. Anyway, so he was there with this other duck, and then for a few weeks it was always him and this other duck, and they were always right across from the school my son used to go to when he was in elementary school. And so every time I drive by there now, I'm looking for the ducks. And the last couple of days, the mallard has been all by himself. And the weird thing is, it is sitting right in the middle of the street by the elementary school. It was only the one time I saw it sitting in the snow on the sidewalk there on the grass. And now every time I see him, he seems to be in the middle of the road. So while it's nice to see the mallard, I'm wondering what happened to his friend sitting in the middle of the road like that. That doesn't seem like a great idea. Yesterday I almost forgot about him, and all of a sudden I saw him and I kind of screamed, "Duck!" But yeah, he was by himself, and I hope the other one's okay. Maybe I'll see him again. Okay, so I kind of like this one. It's got, I can definitely see the oval resist here from the, it wasn't this one, but that was the shape it was right there. So there's that, and I don't feel any more sticky residue, so maybe it's not the rubber cement so much that has to dry, but the medium that you put on top. So what is this one now? Oh, this was the circles, the large circles. Yeah, so today there was no traffic, and then I asked my son if he wanted to take a picture of it, so he did. Well, this one feels like it didn't really do all that well. Oh, okay, because this one, for some reason, maybe I dried it too long, because I definitely have to go searching for the glue now, so. It's definitely different. I mean, normally I wouldn't be doing this kind of thing, but it's kind of fun. Okay, this one must be a circle of some kind. Maybe the packing shell, packing peanut. Yep, this one is definitely the packing peanut. It's kind of a rough thing, but I don't actually mind that because it gives you a more random impression. I like that. And too, it's kind of hard to rub off, so if you didn't want to take all of it off, I'm sure it would stay just fine if you just wanted to do like a rough rub and not be too concerned. Maybe take a cloth or something to rub it with, because my fingers are getting kind of like I can feel that I'm rubbing off my fingerprints. Taking one layer of skin off probably. Yeah, a fresh finger helps. So maybe some piece of old cloth or even some clean paper towel that's dry. Okay, there we have them. I'm just gonna shake off the, oh wait, there's one more, the hand. Like I said, I've only tried the white crayon as a resist before, and that works, except it wouldn't come off then. It would have to, you'd either have to scratch it off or just leave it. This one, the handprint was pretty big. Can't tell that there's a hand there, but that's okay. It was just a design. And we got a design. It's almost like a partial jelly print. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm just going to clean this and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have all these different backgrounds. And I think they're kind of fun. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them, but I am going to round all the corners. For some reason, that bothers me that they're so square. And then I'm going to ink them, so I'll be right back after I do that. Okay, so they are a little bit grungy, but I guess that's to be expected when you work with mixed media. Okay, so what do I want to do with them now? I printed this out a long time ago, and it's just been sitting here for that long. And I used this little bird on one of the very first ATCs I ever made. And I actually sent that one away, so I'm not duplicating it, but I am kind of taking inspiration from that one to make this. I was thinking maybe that could go there. That actually blends in fairly well. And then the saying I had for the initial one was sing and make a joyful noise. That's what it was. I don't think I have that word strip, but I could certainly write it on there. I could make just a handwritten label. I think it's too big. I don't really like it, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe I can just write it underneath here. I was thinking of inking it, but I think I would rather have it blend in to where it's sitting. Oops, a little too low. Those colors look really good together, I think. Cool. Okay. I don't know. That worked out really well. I don't know about the next ones. I think anything with yellow in it just lifts my mood, so let's see. Okay, so I printed out these tags that I found on Facebook, designed by Shaylee Morehouse, and I was just thinking that they might work really well. But I'm going to cut them into labels, I think. And I will ink them up. I will trim them. Looks like a label here. Not sure where I want that one. I think the yellow kind of makes it pop there, but the blue would work with this one as well. This one has some red in it, so that would work. So with that, okay, time to ink. These already have words on them, so I don't really need more words per se. I was thinking I have this Reader's Digest that's all yellow and brittle, but it might work as a backdrop. They're in my way. Okay, something like that. Maybe a little bit of lace. That has the phrase old man on there. I don't particularly care for that. Something like that. Okay, so there's another one. think I like that up top. A little bit of a curtain effect there. Okay, there's another. The little things I do today make tomorrow better. Maybe. Maybe. Depends on what those little things are, I suppose. I was hoping I had something a little bit yellow. Well, this cake would work if it was, because if you baked a cake today, it would probably taste really good tomorrow, but it's too big. I have these little tags in here. Maybe a yellow one? I am not sure where I got these from, but I think I'm going to go with this one. Most of it won't show. I'll do that, but I will cut off this. There we go, a bit of a cluster. Okay. And then I need just a bit more glue here. Should turn that over. Now I have something there that needs kind of covering. That'll work. I want to ink that. What would I do without butterflies? I think they are such a easy go-to and they're so pretty. Okay, there's that one. And somehow still need more glue. Okay. What else? Okay, we have 2 left. I'm just going to quickly do these and then I will come back and show you what I came up with. Okay, well, it took a while, but I did complete them. And here they are. for the last ones I did. So anyways, thanks for joining me today, and if you want to participate in this open collab, hashtag ATC Make It Share It, please tag me so that I can add your video to my personal playlist, which is public, and you'll be having your video under the hashtag as well. So hoping that a lot of people will want to join in. All right, thanks for now, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.